Madam Speaker, I'm proud to rise in the House today to discuss Bill C-29. This Act fulfills commitments made in Budget 2016 and builds on other actions taken by the government that will strengthen Canada's middle class, ensure seniors achieve a secure and dignified retirement, and provide necessary supports for our women and men in uniform, among other important measures. Budget 2016 has had a significant and tangible benefit for Canadians and for people in Fredericton, New Maryland, or Amukto in the Grand Lake region, the riding I'm honoured to represent. Allow me to share with my honourable colleagues and with Canadians. Madam Speaker, you'll remember that our government's first order of business was cutting taxes for 9 million Canadians, part of our commitment to strengthen the middle class and help those families working hard to join it. This targeted tax cut provided roughly $3.4 billion in annual financial relief to middle-class individuals and families. More money left in the hands of middle-class Canadians means more money being spent and invested in our local economy. This
measure is one of the many changes that our government has made to give Canadians what they want and what they deserve. That is to say, a tax regime that is fair and that gives all Canadians the chance to succeed and to prosper. Mr. Speaker, this government is determined to propose a budget that puts support and well-being of families first. This is what we've done, and with great energy in our first budget, we showed that with the creation of the Canada Child Benefit. This innovative benefit for children was created to help the families who need it most, to help them cover the high costs associated with educating children today.
In New Brunswick, the Canada Child Benefit has had a transformational effect on thousands of families. More than 112 children in New Brunswick alone are benefiting from this new instrument, which consequently will add more than $622 million into the regional economy in its first 2 years. I remember, Mr. Speaker, as the first tax-free Canada Child Benefit checks were sent to families in July, of a story in Fredericton's Daily Gleaner about a young mother and father of 2 children who said the benefit had changed everything for them. The mother told the newspaper that every month it was a struggle to keep on top of their bills, keep a roof over their children's heads, and food in their bellies. But thanks to the Canada Child Benefit, the family was getting its bills in order, could comfortably cover the cost of essentials, and could afford opportunities to make memories with their children, such as a trip to the Moncton Zoo with the children's grandparents, something that would not have been possible without the new child benefit. This mother also said that the Canada Child Benefit would give her the flexibility and the possibility to pursue post-secondary studies so she could further improve her family's situation. A benefit for families that can do all this is certainly something I know my colleagues can all get behind, as well as Canadians. In New Brunswick, Mr. Speaker, we have an aging population that is more pronounced than elsewhere in the country. For this reason, I was pleased to see measures in Budget 2016 that provide support and help to our seniors and those about to enter retirement. En rétablissant,
by bringing the age of eligibility for OAS back to 65, we've given thousands of dollars back to Canadians in their golden years, up to $17,000 for seniors with low incomes. Our government has also provided additional help to over 900,000 of the most vulnerable seniors by increasing the GIS to up to $947 per year for seniors living alone.
Shifting demographics present us with many challenges. They also provide us with new and exciting opportunities. I'm proud that the Fredericton region has positioned itself as a national leader in addressing our healthcare challenges in innovative ways, and that this vision has been met with enthusiasm from our government. In September, I was pleased to announce $36 million in combined funding for the University of New Brunswick to build a Centre for Healthy Living on its Fredericton campus. This project was made possible because of our government's Strategic Infrastructure Fund. This new centre will allow researchers at UNB's Faculty of Kinesiology to work collaboratively on solving big issues in health. This research and the applications that will come from this centre promise to improve the lives of all Canadians, right from my hometown of Freddie Beach. There are already several solution-based projects in commercial development at UNB's Faculty of Kinesiology, including oxygen-based therapy for healing and wearable robotics, which assist people with mobility issues. Mr. Speaker, this is just the start of a vision to establish our province as a living lab and as a national leader in preventative health care. As the representative in this House of a riding which is home to Canada's second largest military training base, 5th Canadian Division Support Base, Gagetown, I'm proud of our women and men in uniform, our veterans and their families. Soldiers who train at Base Gagetown serve our country and promote peace and stability at home and abroad, and the base itself is an important economic engine for the Fredericton region and our province as a whole. In fact, Base Gagetown represents roughly 70% of the population of Oromocto and surrounding communities, employs 5,500 military members and 1,100 civilian personnel. And it contributes more than $600 million annually to New Brunswick's economy. As such an integral part of the region, I was pleased to join our Minister of National Defence this summer to announce $38 million in funding to improve critical infrastructure and build new training facilities at Base Gagetown. This investment will ensure suitable infrastructure within the base's vast training grounds and will increase the quality of training for our women and men in uniform. Évidemment, Monsieur le Président.
Now, obviously, Mr. Speaker, it is just as essential to help the active members of the Canadian Armed Forces as it is to ensure that veterans receive the support and the services that they deserve after all the efforts and sacrifices that they've made for our country. Over the last year, the government has demonstrated its determination to offer a higher level of service to veterans and their families. With our commitment to reopen the 9 Veterans Affairs Canada offices that were closed by the previous government, we're ensuring that our veterans have access to the services, care, and compassion that they deserve where they live. Now, Mr. Speaker, I recognize that these are just a few of the many measures that the Government of Canada needs to take to improve services and service delivery to veterans.
Speaker, the government is committed to improving the lives of all Canadians, including families, seniors, and veterans, and Bill C-29 demonstrates the government's deep commitment to moving the economy forward without leaving anyone behind. Budget 2016 works to improve the lives of families and combat poverty through the Canada Child Benefit. With a simpler, tax-free, and more generous Canada Child Benefit, 9 out of 10 Canadian families will receive higher monthly benefits, and hundreds of thousands of children will be lifted out of poverty. Le gouvernement se dévoue aux personnes âgées.
The government is devoted to helping seniors across Canada and determined to improve their quality of living.
Work to give back to our veterans who have given so much in service of our country. We will restore critical access to services for veterans and ensure the long-term financial security of disabled veterans and their families. Mr. Speaker, the government is devoted to improving the lives of all Canadians, and Bill C-29 works to do just that.